can't turn a hoe into a housewife. Good. Because I'm both.
Now, in the mind of a simp, she is both. She can be both, but only in the mind of a simp.
You can go anywhere to get the lies, but I know you came here to get the truth. Welcome to the Alphasphere.
Welcome to the Alphasphere, the only place on the planet that's totally engulfed in positivity and totally submerged in alpha energy. I'm your host, Dr. BOA.
I don't have to choose. I thought you wanted me to be a little whore. No? Oh, that's no fun.
Let's look at this word fun. She is still just young enough to be worrying about having fun. But her fun time is coming to a close very shortly. Because here's the thing. There's going to come a point within the next 10 or 15 years where she's not going to even be able to trap a man with a baby because that body ain't going to be able to incubate a man's seed anymore. It's not going to be able to deliver a man's seed anymore. It's not going to be able to carry a man's seed anymore.
I'm going to start calling people's opinions of me fan theories, because that's truly what they are. They are based in nothing but falsehood, projections, and judgment. Not too much creativity put into that. Now, I don't do apologies because I am so not sorry. To regret anything I've done is to regret the awareness that I've gained. I don't like the sound of that. If it taught me something, it made me better. So why do I have to pacify a man to make you feel better? Because the difference between me and you is that I have more courage in my big toe than you do in your whole entire body.
I can almost guarantee you that there's some of these things she's saying that she don't even believe. She's a very good actress. I will give her that. Because she's acting like this loose cannon, when in actuality, she's probably one of the most emotional women you've ever met. This chick may be crying every night at home, man. All right, let's keep going.
And anything that I say, just telling the truth, anything I say that scares someone off, I'm glad. Because that's one less coward to waste my fucking time.
Here we go again. The fear, shame language tactic. If something you say turns someone off, it's not because they're a coward. It's because you're repulsive.
Bye-bye. I stand on everything I said. I stand on everything I did. And if it doesn't work for you, then you don't work for me. Because I'm not gonna lie. Who are you? You only lie when you're afraid. Who are you to me? What's crazy is there's a lot of y'all in relationships that are miserable. And the only reason you're still in a relationship is because you tolerated being cheated on and mistreated.
Now we get to the truth of the matter. Here's another emotionally distraught woman who's trying to make up for the pain and make up for the feelings of inadequacy that she felt from being cheated on, that she felt from being berated, that she probably felt from being from some type of physical assault. She is bringing that to the forefront and trying to compensate for that, but she's overcompensating by presenting herself as this woman who just doesn't care. What I hear is a scared little girl who is afraid that the world is going to see what she's truly made of. And the bottom line is, you can't hide it. We see it. We know what this is. We know what you're presenting. When you project this fear onto everyone else, it is your fear. You're afraid. You're afraid that something bad is going to happen to you if you even attempt to be a respectable, reputable, respectful human being. So you would rather just be this repulsive, obnoxious, disgusting representation of what feminine energy is supposed to be. And at that, You are doing a phenomenal job.
Let's get into it. A lot of you don't have the courage to leave something that's comfortable, something that looks good, because the unknown terrifies you. I was there once, so it's no judgment. The right people will gravitate towards you. And it's just better to own your truth and see who's meant to be around. Because, sweetie, this ship is sailing. So if you want to jump overboard, if you want to steer clear, please leave me the fuck alone. I do not have time to waste. And I'm not like these other bitches that will just accept your crumbs. I need the whole loaf. The whole motherfucking thing. And if that makes me the Wicked Witch of the Ground, start a documentary. Call it Surviving Brittany Renner. I want to fund it. I need a good laugh.
This society tells a woman that she should expect beta male simp mangina interaction with a real man. And when she doesn't get that, she's frustrated.
Like, I'm Cam Newton, right? And I ain't gonna lie. I'm not about to hit no DM with no Brittany talking about, hey, yo, what's good, what's popping, where you at? You in Atlanta? I see you in Atlanta, boom, slide through.
But why not?
Because I don't want to end up in your boy.
When Cam said, I would never jump in your DM, she said,
no, why not?
and what Cam told her is simple, but it's golden. And you should know this, whether Cam said it or not, because the woman already said who she is.
If you can't submit to a man, you're going to die alone. So my question to men is, do you want perfect Polly? A puppet? A prisoner? Or a partner who has no problem overtly challenging you? Obvious why men love the idea of a submissive woman. Submissive, per its definition, is ready to conform to the authority or will of others. The prefix sub means under. Think of subpar, submarine. In short, your world is under his. There seems to be a theme here. Good girls versus bad girls. A lock that can be opened with many keys is a broken lock. And if you can't submit to a man, you're going to die alone. So my question to men is, do you want perfect Polly? A puppet? A prisoner? Or a partner who has no problem overtly challenging you?
Here's another thing. I have no idea why women believe we want to be challenged. I have no idea why women believe we want or need a partner. See, if I was on the dance floor about to do the tango, I need a partner. If I was on Saturday Night Fever in a dance competition, I need a partner. If I was in college about to do a project, I need a partner. If I was about to go into business, I might need a partner. In my life every day, the life that I'm already building, the life that I've already built, why would I let you come in as a partner? What if you contributed to this life? If there are 10 levels of life and when you meet me, I'm at level 8, what did you contribute to the other 8 levels for you to be able to be a partner in the last 2? You can't be a partner. You can be a contributor.
It's its own thing. If you find yourself abandoning your wants, needs, desires to make something work, I'm here to tell you, it was never a match to begin with.
You want a woman who wants and needs to be submissive to you. You want a woman who enjoys the results she gets from being submissive to you. Not a woman who has to compromise everything she is to be what you want her to be. It's not real. It's not authentic. And that's the difference between the act of submission and the art of submission.
I don't know who needs to hear this, but stand your ground. It's sacred. So when you stand your ground, you stand in your truth. When you stand in your truth, you stand in your power. And when you stand in your power, I'm to a place where I've just accepted that my light is so bright that it causes all of the roaches to scatter in places they thought they could hide. It's just me being me. It just causes such an uproar. Like, loving yourself is such a rebellious act these days, you know? But I'm here to tell you, I am so not sorry.
So you don't get to step in front of a moving car and then complain when you get hit. That's just not how life goes. So any man, any professional athlete already knew what Brittany Renner was about because she said athletes are not the smartest guys.
Athletes, none of them use condoms really. So if y'all really want to try to come up off a check off a man, you could just fuck an athlete. They're really dumb.
This is so crazy. This is so horrendous that I will not give her any more screen time after this one, man.
Hey, y'all. Hi. It's officially stepdaddy season. Yeah, what up? I got the car seat in the back. Let's go to the park. Don't let your baby mama or your baby daddy block your blessings. I know in theory it sounds good keeping the same person to have kids with, but that's insanity as well. So if it doesn't work out with them, it'll work out with someone else. Okay? It just will. That's how that goes. And trust me, I know it's ghetto. It is so ghetto being a baby mama, and thinking about multiple baby daddies is scary.
It's ghetto. She admits she's a ghetto hood rat. Right here. I didn't have to say it. She said, I know it's ghetto being a baby mama, which she did intentionally, thinking about multiple baby daddies. So she is already letting young cats know the next one on the ticket is going to get the same treatment as PJ Washington. She is already proclaiming this man to be another baby daddy.
Me and my baby gonna be all right. We're gonna be all right. So we're moving forward, onward, upward. So I know I need to do this video. I don't want to. I'm gonna get through this video, but I never understood when people said you forgive for you. There are a lot of people that I never even began to remotely forgive in my heart. Like Brittany to Brittany, in private, still holding on to resentment. What was so hard about forgiveness for me was it seems like everybody just moves on with their life. And then
Now, when you hear a woman say everybody just moved on with their life, she got stuck in whatever space that was. So if that space was 10 years ago, Brittany Renner's mind, other women that you meet, their mind is stuck in that very space 10 years ago. So the way she's acting subconsciously, she's acting from a space of a decade ago, 15 years ago, 20 years ago, depending on when these things happened to her. Let's go.
and here you are emotionally, you felt like you just did 2 tours in Afghanistan, arm blown off, forever changed by the events that happened to you. There's an acceptance part too, where there are some apologies you'll just never get. And you have to validate yourself. I choose forgiveness because I don't want to keep looping in the same story.
When she says she chooses to validate herself, or you have to validate yourself, this is what she's been doing this entire time. She believes that she's been using her body to validate herself. Just like simps lead with their wallet. They believe they're using their money to validate themselves with women. Just like cold approaching women like they're the prize. Men believe they're validating themselves by going and cold approaching that woman and getting that woman to respond to them in a positive manner. Like you have men going down, get a bowl of it. Those men believe they're validating themselves for their ability to please a woman. The bottom line is, anytime a woman is with multiple men over and over and over again throughout her life, she's doing more and more psychological damage to herself. And I'm going to be honest with you. And this is real. It's going to hurt some feelings, but it's true. Some of this damage is irreversible. It can't be fixed. It can't be corrected.
Public service, a fucking announcement. I'm gonna say this with my chest because y'all are not gonna get it. Y'all don't hear me on my nail missing, but here you go. Just because a woman don't ask for much or don't ask for anything doesn't mean fellas give her the bare minimum. Why do y'all think that's bitch? Because a woman don't sit up here and ask you and ask you and ask you and nag you and beg you to give her shit or give her money or finance her or do anything for her? That means, oh, she doesn't need and want for shit. Let me give her the bare minimum. Bitch, the bar is not set in hell. I don't understand what the fuck they're like. Why do a bitch gotta beg y'all to do some shit? Because the bitch that sit up here and ask y'all for money on the first date always get the cheese. But the bitch that don't ask for nothing deserves the fucking ground, and y'all give her bare minimum. Suck my dick. I hate it here.
You're an adult. Be an adult. Adults ask for what they want. Adults request what they want. You probably would let a man treat you any kind of way because you don't know how to request what you want. Request what you want, ask for what you want, even demand what you want if you want to, but don't expect anyone to give you anything because people believe that you will accept whatever you don't demand.
I mean, honey, like, I feel like for my DMs, it's like a Nike store. There's nothing but checks. So it just, for me, I feel like
Hold on. They missed that game.
nothing but blue checks.
They missed that game right there. She says like a Nike store.
It's like a Nike store. There's nothing but blue checks. So honestly, when you reach a certain status, you can have the pick of the litter. So for me,
She don't mean checks. Okay, she mean blue checks.
I'm talking heavy
Verified.
hitters. Some of y'all's favorite rappers, NBA players, football players. It's like, to me, once you reach that level just of popularity, the world is your oyster. You can do whatever you want. And for me, my whole journey on here, I felt like my life almost felt like I was in Disney World, like I lived in Disney World. Like, you get to skip the line, you get privilege. Like, people just want to be next to you. They don't even see you as human anymore. And you can either, use it to your advantage and maybe abuse it, or you can, try to make something happen. So a lot of guys who are in my DM, you're in my DM because I'm Brittany Renner.
This was not a good move. This was not a great move. This was not a positive move for these young men. This has no benefit to these young men except letting them understand that it's okay to be a pawn in a woman's game. Just because she is more popular than the lawyer, she's more popular than the doctor. This popularity thing is going to get a lot of men pockets broken down. Y'all comment down below and let me know what you think about this topic, man. I look forward to hearing what you men have to say. I'm out.
Alphas up, betas down, it's the motto. Simps claiming that they pimps, but they not though. Alphas up, betas down, it's the motto. Suckers claiming to be players, but they not though. Alphas up, betas down, it's the motto. Tricks acting like they max, but they not though. Alphas up, betas down, it's the motto. Betas claiming to be alpha, but they not though.
Now, I'm not gonna tell you, man, that you shouldn't value your woman at all. A woman does have value, but you can't overvalue her.